There is a $200 billion industry growing right in your backyard, and hardly anybody is even talking about it. So let me explain. If you have ever wanted to start a business that makes real money and a very real impact, then this is it. You see, care isn't simply a career, it is a calling. But right now, it is also one of the fastest growing business opportunities in the United States. From assisted living homes to sober living facilities, from day programs to specialized care for individuals with developmental disabilities, there are more ways than ever to build a thriving care business right in your own community. And the demand is absolutely exploding. The senior population is booming, and families of individuals with disabilities are desperate for safe and reliable options, and the financial opportunity is massive. Now, here's the twist. While it helps, you do not need to be a nurse, a doctor, or a healthcare professional to start your own care agency. In fact, some of the most successful care agency owners started with zero medical experience, and I am one of them. You see, if we haven't met yet, my name is Carson Spivey, and just a few years ago, I started my own care agency with no medical experience and no background in healthcare. And today, my agency generates over $60,000 a month, and I've helped dozens of people navigate this process and build their own successful care businesses too. So if you're watching this thinking, I don't have the right credentials, I am living proof that you absolutely do not need them. Okay. So within the care agency space, there are five main types of care businesses where opportunity is especially strong. So let us get into them. So first and foremost, we have assisted living facilities. Now, assisted living facilities are, the way I'm going to describe them, are going to be residential settings where seniors receive daily support while maintaining independence. Simply put, we're going to break it down. Sober living homes, transitional living facilities for individuals recovering from substance abuse. Group homes, small residential care facilities providing long-term living arrangements for those needing support. We're going to break down the difference between group homes and assisted living facilities. Community-based day programs, so non-residential services offering structured support and engagement during daytime hours. And finally, respite and home-based care, so flexible in-home or short-term care options for individuals who need assistance but don't require full-time residential services. Okay, so let us get into it. Let us first break down assisted living facilities. Guys, what are they? An assisted living facility is a residential setting where seniors receive daily supports with activities of daily living while maintaining as much independence as possible. Assisted living facilities provide a home-like environment with personal care, meal services, social engagement, and sometimes even medical support. Now, while we're not medical facilities, we are coordinating the medical care of the individuals that we serve. So we're coordinating between their psychiatrists, their primary care physicians, their optometrists, their dentists, their pharmacies, so on and so forth. Okay, who needs assisted living? So when I talk about assisted living right now in the United States, I'm talking about seniors who need help with bathing, dressing, medication administration, mobility, but don't require 24/7 skilled nursing care. Um, Okay, so the key features of an assisted living facility: private or shared residential rooms with communal spaces, oftentimes, again, assistance with daily activities, eating, dressing, toileting, etc., medication administration, basic healthcare monitoring, social and recreational programs to enhance the residents' quality of life, and then optional add-on medical services like physical therapy or dementia care. Sometimes we are contracting that out, with other sort of providers when we're getting into, the medical help. Now, why assisted living facilities are a great business opportunity. Okay, the senior population is growing extremely rapidly, and many older adults prefer residential assisted living facilities over these big box sort of nursing homes, especially after what happened with COVID-19. People don't want to be crammed into these big institutional type settings. Now, monthly fees for seniors, private pay, oftentimes it runs off of a private pay system. However, Medicaid funding is definitely involved. When speaking about our private pay models, depending where you are in the nation, your market, your state, monthly fees are going to range between $4,500 to $9,000 plus per resident per month, depending on services and location. Once again, okay, so specialized services, memory care, Alzheimer's, so on and so forth, you're going to be making a little bit more money. Your amenities, right, your location. So ALFs can be privately owned and operated, making them a very scalable business opportunity. Okay. Now, let's talk about, the challenges and considerations. So with every sort of assisted living facility, no matter the state, there's going to be licensing requirements that vary by the state and may include inspections of licensing submission, program designs, facility inspections, staff training. Guys, at assisted living facility launch, when you work with us, we're going to get all of your licensing done, submitted, drafted for you. This is hundreds of pages worth of policies and procedures that our team submits for you. So if you're ever interested in receiving those kind of services, go ahead and click on the link in the description so that you can work with us and we can get you going in the next 90 days. Okay. Sounds good. So staffing is a big consideration. Staffing is crucial as caregivers need to be trained and reliable. Okay. And then there are ongoing operational costs such as food, utilities, medical supplies, so on and so forth. Okay. So high level, that's assisted living facilities. I do have a video that kind of breaks it down more in depth if you want to go ahead and check that out on my YouTube. Now, sober living homes, guys. I also operate a sober living facility. This is a non-licensed facility. So sober living homes are, transitional living facilities for individuals oftentimes recovering from substance abuse. Now, there's also independent living facilities for individuals who, are low income, maybe experiencing homelessness. Okay. So people leaving, inpatient rehab who are not ready for full independence, okay? And then sometimes court-mandated participants required to live in a sober living facility as part of their recovery process. Now, the key features of a sober living home, okay? So strict rules prohibiting drugs and alcohol, accountability structure, often including weekly drug testing, peer-supported environment with shared responsibilities like chores, meetings, etc., oftentimes affiliated with 12-step programs like Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, or outpatient treatment and therapy services. Okay, encouragement for residents to also pursue employment and or education. Got it? So the sober living business opportunity. Okay, so residents typically pay between $800 to $1,200 a month per bed. Yes, it's less cash flow, but you also have less expenses, right? So the margins are still going to be there. Some facilities even receive government funding like Medicaid. I'm in California, so Medicaid. So oftentimes these treatment centers hold budget as the people that they're serving are exiting into transitional living environments. They hold budget to kind of help them gap that bridge. Oftentimes it's paid through Social Security. So there's even payees, right? There's agencies who are payees who help these individuals manage their money, and they're going to be the ones paying you, right? So you don't have to, deal with the individuals directly. Oftentimes there's case managers helping these folks out. Okay. So alrighty. So licensing requirements are definitely less strict than assisted living facilities, medical treatment centers, inpatient, outpatient treatment centers. Now, 20.4 million Americans with substance use disorder needing treatment. That was a study done in 2019. With fentanyl on the rise, I'm sure it is more now. Cool. So talking about challenges and considerations. So definitely with any sort of assisted living facility, but especially with this kind, right, sober living, it requires very strong house rules and a structured programming for success. Managing group dynamics and enforcing accountability can be challenging, and some states require licensing compliance with sort of housing regulations as well. Got it? That's sober living. Guys, I haven't made a video on sober living yet in particular. If you want me to, do a house tour of my sober living facility, if you want to see that, if you want me to talk more in depth of how I got that started and what my strategy is with that, how I'm making that cash flow, go ahead and just comment and I can, get that video published for you all. Okay. So next, group homes. So this was the first agency that I ran. This was the agency that set me free, and I love talking about it, okay? So what is a group home? When I'm talking about group homes, in California, they're called adult residential facilities, but nationwide, they're mostly known as group homes. So let's just call them that, right? So group homes serve adults, children, oftentimes with intellectual or developmental disabilities, who need supervised care. Okay, you can also serve individuals with severe mental health conditions who require structured living, or foster children or at-risk youth needing a safe home environment. Now, the key features of a group home. So typically housing between 4 to 6 residents in a, this is 4 to 6 residents in a family style setting. Oftentimes it's not going more than 6. So that's a typo. Staff members providing 24/7 supervision, meal preparation, and daily assistance. Residents engage in community activities, therapy, or work programs, and then homes will definitely specialize in serving a specific population. So whether that is, as mentioned above, intellectual development disabilities. Okay, so mental health needs, individuals with dual diagnoses, foster children, and at-risk youth. Oftentimes, you are choosing a very specific population to serve. Okay, now when we're talking about the business opportunity of group homes, okay, so government agencies often contract private operators to run group homes. Okay, so federally funded Medicaid programs help cover the costs. Monthly fees for this, oftentimes it's between $8,000 to $15,000 or even more per individual per month when you are running a federally Medicaid funded, state funded group home. Okay, got it? And then when it comes to the advantages, they're high in demand. Okay, they're very high in demand. There are so many individuals on the waiting list waiting to receive services. Lower startup costs, because oftentimes the individuals that we're serving are ambulatory. They can walk. We're making less capital sort of modifications to the home. So we're not having to mod it out, make it, ADA accessible, which is costing multiple tens of thousands of dollars. And then very stable funding. Okay, we're not dealing with any sort of private pay. We're dealing entirely with Medicaid funded contracts, guys. My check hits on the 12th business day of the month every single month. It is very easy to scale a business model when you know when your money's coming in every single month and it hits the same exact amount every single month. Okay. However, with challenges and considerations, now the licensing complexity is always going to be more complex than a regular assisted living facility because oftentimes you are navigating both state and federal requirements. You're passing state licensure, but you're navigating federal requirements in order to receive placements and funding, right? So oftentimes we're paid via federal Medicaid, and so we gotta abide by their policies as well. At assisted living facility launch, guys, we do it for you. Don't waste your time trying to do it yourself. It took me a year and a half to get my agency open. We're getting folks open in 3, 4, 5 months. Okay, time's money. You could be making multiple 6 figures if you just didn't have such an ego and try to do it yourself, and you worked with experts who write policies and procedures for a living. Okay, this is what we do. Alrighty, so click the link in our bio. You can book a call with us. We can get started. We can get your agency launched in the next 90 days. Okay. So licensing complexity, again, staffing requirements. Oftentimes there's very specific staff to resident ratios to be maintained. Your labor is definitely going to be more. While you're making more of that money goes into labor. Labor adds up very quickly. Okay. And then specialized training. Okay. I haven't hired anybody who simply worked at a, assisted living facility for the elderly. Okay. All of my staff are very well trained in managing behavior and health needs, which requires more skilled staff. You're going to be paying your staff in these populations a little bit more, okay, if you want them to stick around. You're paying them a very livable wage. Now, you're getting paid more. That money should be going back into your payroll, okay? So that's kind of the caveat with group homes. Awesome. Alrighty. Community-based day programs. So now we're exiting the residential type models. See, you do not need to, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars without even owning any real estate. I know a lot of people think, right, there's a lot of real estate investors who get involved, but for you nurses, you healthcare professionals who, want to get involved without so much capital down, less risky, guys, open up a community-based day program. Okay, let's talk about it. So what are they? Community-based day programs offer non-residential services that provide structured support, skill development, and social engagement for individuals who need daytime supervision. These programs cater to adults with disabilities, seniors, and individuals with mental health conditions who may not require 24/7 care but still benefit from structured activities during the week. Now, there are 3 primary types of community-based day programs, okay? So first, facility-based day programs. So facility-based day programs operate in a dedicated building or center where participants attend structured programs during the day. These facilities provide a very safe and controlled environment for individuals who need support but don't require necessarily residential care. Who do they oftentimes serve, right? Mostly adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, right? So, I mean, if you think about it, oftentimes most individuals, right, they graduate high school. Okay, they go to college, they get jobs, so on and so forth. However, there are a lot of individuals with disabilities where, when they're exiting their transitional programs in high school, they don't really know what their next step is going to be. Guys, this is a perfect opportunity for you to make a massive difference in your community by starting a day program. Okay, so key features of a facility-based day program: supervised care with trained staff, structured activities such as art, music, exercise, life skills training, cooking, money management, communication, therapy services, speech therapy, occupational therapy, behavioral support, and recreational and social engagement opportunities. Guys, do you understand how many people age out of high school every single year that don't know what their next step is going to be? These families don't know what their next step is going to be. Guys, this is such, I get so passionate because this is such an amazing business opportunity because you're providing such a real need in your community. Okay. Alrighty. So when it comes to the business opportunity of this, so I got a little carried away. All right. Here we go. So when it comes to the business opportunity, guys, most of the time, stable Medicaid funding, recurring monthly revenue, and the ability to specialize in specific populations. So I made a video breaking down some of the rates in these different states. Guys, we're helping an individual in Alaska right now. Okay, we're helping an individual in Alaska who's expected to net over $500,000 a month with a 15-seater van. Guys, we're gonna get into that. Okay, let's move on. So the challenges, licensing requirements. Okay, oftentimes, again, Medicaid funded. You're getting licensed with the state, facility based. There's going to be inspections. There's going to be paperwork, policies, and procedures. We'll do it for you. Staffing costs. Okay, you're definitely going to have labor, and then facility expenses such as rent, utilities, insurance, maintenance do create ongoing costs. Okay, no problem. Now, community-based day programs, guys, these are great. If you've got little money down and you want to start making a lot of money, community-based day programs, okay, available in all 50 states. I don't care which state you're in. Click the link below. I'm going to show you in your state on our call. We're going to have a strategy session. I'm going to show you in your state how much you can make with a community-based day program using your car. You don't even need a van. You can start with your car making six figures. Okay. Guys, you're going to make six figures a month. Okay. Give it a couple of years. You guys are going to start. We're going to eat you up in 90 days. You're going to start making six figures a month. Watch. I'm trying to get there. Okay, community-based day programs. So what are they? Unlike facility-based day programs, community-based day programs are integrated into the local community rather than a single center. Participants engage in volunteer work, recreational outings, and skill building in real-world settings. Who do they serve? Adults with mild to moderate disabilities who can engage in community life. Sometimes seniors who want active socialization but don't require intensive care. And then in addition, dual diagnosed individuals with mental health challenges who benefit from structured outings. Now, key features: participants meet in a central location, or the agency will pick them up from their home, and then they go on daily outings, focusing on community engagement like volunteering, outings, public spaces, life skills training in real world environments, and transportation services to and from activities. You're getting paid to play. You're going out into the community and you're giving these people an awesome life during the week so that they can go home with their families and they can be tired out. And just want to chill, right? Which is what these families need. The population has so much energy. They've got so much energy. I'm going to tell you from experience, they've got infinite amounts of energy. So these community-based day programs are great. They go out of the community, they walk around, and they're like ready to go home by the end of the day. So that's awesome. Now, these are super high in demand, guys. Super high in demand. So many, I run a group home all my guys want to be in a community-based day program, and there's not enough. There's not enough. There's waiting lists everywhere, all over the place. Okay, so they're more fun than facility-based day programs, most definitely. Lower regulatory burden. There's a bit less oversight than facility-based and residential programs, just because there's not that sort of facility inspection, and reduced startup costs. So these are the benefits. So no need for a full-time facility. You're not going to have rents and utilities, so on and so forth, right? So that's another benefit. If you don't got a lot of money, this is a great business model to start. Now, challenges, transportation, logistics. You do got to have a working vehicle, public safety training, and then Medicaid approvals. But we're going to help you with that. So I guess it's not a challenge. Okay, next, this is the final type of community-based day program. Now, supported employment programs, guys. This is like the creme de la creme. Okay, you are helping individuals. Let's just support employment programs help individuals with disabilities find, secure, and maintain jobs in the community. These programs focus on job coaching, training, and workplace support to help participants gain independence. Who do they serve? Adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Okay. Guys, these models are entirely state funded. Okay. And I'm going to make a video that goes specifically into this and how much you can make running a supported employment program. Listen, all you got to do, type in your state, go to DD, like developmental disabilities, Medicaid or rate table. You're going to be able to see the breakdown of how much you get paid. I think oftentimes they do it either by the hour or by every 15 minutes. You're like a staff agency. You're helping these individuals secure employment, and then you're giving them job coaches to kind of supervise them while they're working their job in the community. Guys, this is like such a cool business to run, where you're helping people get jobs and maintain those jobs, and you're getting paid a ton of money to do it. That's awesome. Okay, key features: job placement assistance, matching individuals with suitable employers, on-the-job coaching, vocational training, partnerships with businesses willing to hire individuals with disabilities, and then ongoing support and case management. Again, oftentimes state funded through disability employment initiatives. Oftentimes, agencies are they're like, double dipping is not the right word. They're service stacking. That's the word. So, I wrote right here, they can be paired with day programs for a full service model, right? So maybe they go to work a couple times a week, and then they go to the facility, based day program or the community-based day program a couple times a week. So you can service stack and really change up what these individuals are doing, so they have a very diverse and exciting life. Okay. It's so awesome. I think this is like the best kind of agency that you can run. If you're a nurse or healthcare professional, this is like the best kind of agency that you can run. This is awesome. Or like a social worker. You know what I mean? Really anybody. I worked in tech and I love what I do. Okay, so finally, the agency type that you can run: respite and home care based agencies. So what are they? So while community-based day programs focus on structured daytime support, respite and home-based care agencies provide flexible in-home or short-term care options for individuals who need assistance but don't require full-time residential services. These agencies fill the gap for families who need temporary relief or specialized care for their loved ones. Okay, so the types of home care based care services. So home care, non-medical, so in-home assistance with daily activities for those who want to age in place. There's supported living, so helping adults with developmental disabilities live independently with support. And then respite care, short-term relief for family caregivers of individuals with special needs. So let's first talk about home care services. So what is it? Home care agencies provide non-medical assistance to individuals who want to stay in their homes but need help with daily living activities. Who do they serve? Oftentimes seniors who want to age in place but need assistance, people with disabilities who need daily support, individuals recovering from surgery or hospitalization. Key features: personal care assistance, bathing, dressing, and toileting. Your staff is, companionship and socialization. And then oftentimes light housekeeping, meal prep, and medication reminders as well, with very flexible scheduling. So it's highly labor intensive, right? You got to have a lot of staff to do this, whether it's hourly, overnight, or even live-in options. Now, the business opportunity, guys, very high demand, okay? This right here says $240. Yeah, billion dollars, okay? So this is like the expected growth, okay, within 2030. So again, the senior population expected to reach $72 million individuals who are going to be aged 65 or older by 2030. Okay. Just creates a huge opportunity for individuals who don't want to live in even residential assisted living settings for them to age in place. You run an agency where you're staffing people. Okay. Alrighty. So next, let's get into supported living, okay? Another state-funded model. So what is it? Supported living helps adults with developmental disabilities live independently by providing in-home support without requiring institutional care. Okay, so this is adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities who maintain more levels of independence. They're not in a group home style setting. They live in their own apartment. They live in their own home, and staff are just coming to just help them out, right? Because sometimes people don't want to live in a group home. They don't want to live with other individuals who are, my guys. They tease each other all day long, like they're all brothers. They're basically brothers. But oh my gosh, sometimes they really get on each other's nerves. So again, adults with oftentimes intellectual and developmental disabilities, people who want to live independently but need support. Key features, again, assistance with daily living skills, cooking, budgeting, personal hygiene, sometimes help with transportation and community engagement, medication reminders and health monitoring, and 24/7 on-call support if needed. Okay, so the business opportunity. So many states offer Medicaid-funded waiver programs for supported living. Guys, this is another great state-funded model that you can run with very little money to start. Okay, very little money to start. All you need literally is staff. You just need staff. You don't even need a van. Okay, this is another very great business model. If you want to learn more about this, I should make a video going deep into this topic and how much money you can make. But again, click the link in the description, book a call with the Living Facility Launch. You're going to have a free strategy session where we're going to map out how you're going to get your agency open within the next 90 days. Okay. Awesome. So finally, respite care. So respite care provides very temporary relief for family caregivers by offering short-term support for individuals with disabilities, chronic illnesses, or aging-related needs. Who do they serve? Families of children or adults with special needs, caregivers of seniors with dementia or Alzheimer's, and then parents of individuals with severe disabilities. Key features, so flexible care options, hourly, overnight, weekend stays can be provided at home or in a facility, and it does help prevent caregiver burnout. Now, the business opportunities, so both private pay and Medicaid waivers cover respite care services. The demand is growing extremely rapidly due to unpaid caregiver burnout and family members, and then can be offered as a standalone service or paired with home care as well. So, alrighty. Now, navigating industry challenges, great. Guys, if you want to open up your care agency, no matter the type, you're going to be dealing with licensing requirements, regulations, staffing, liability. I want you just to click on the link so that you're going to see exactly how at Assist Live Facility Launch, we're going to help you get open, not just implemented, but also operational. Okay. The real fun begins once you're operational. Now, who can succeed in the care agency, in the care industry? Business-minded entrepreneurs, so people who have a desire to at least, gain strong business acumen and organizational skills. Community connectors. Guys, this is a big one. Those who can build relationships with clients, families, referral sources, and people. Again, we're coordinating the care. We're advocating for the people that we serve. Team leaders, okay? And no matter the model that we serve, a lot of us have staff, okay? So individuals who excel at hiring, training, and managing caregiving staff. And then compassionate problem solvers, people who genuinely care about improving lives while building a business, okay? So if this sounds like you, here's how we can help. Licensing guidance, so step-by-step assistance through the entire licensing and regulatory process, including done for you, policy and procedure creation, and licensing submission. Okay, compliance support, help navigating paperwork requirements to get fully licensed, and then business setup. So, guys, again, the real fun begins once you're operational. So we're going to make sure that you are fully operationally successful. Click the link in the description to see how exactly we do that. We've helped dozens of care agencies get fully licensed and establish their successful businesses. These entrepreneurs both started with and without medical backgrounds and built thriving care companies. The financial opportunity is massive. Again, with one single family home, I'm making over $60,000 a month. And right now, I just opened up my sober living facility, which is generating another $20,000 a month. Okay. So right now, with 2 homes, $80,000 a month revenue. Is your single family home generating $80,000 a month revenue? No, it is not. Okay. You got all these Section 8 gurus like, well, you can make $1,300 a month. Guys, come on. Come on. They don't know how to open these up. Market growth projections estimated $200 billion industry size, $72 million seniors, 72 million seniors by age 2030, 5.5% annual growth. Comparing the business models, okay? So startup costs, assisted living, $50K to $500K, assuming you want to buy the real estate, right? You can buy the real estate, but I leased my first property. You do not have to own the real estate. And if you want me to show you exactly how to do ALF arbitrage, how to lease your care facility, I can create a video showing you how to do that, okay? Sober living is going to be a little bit less because there's not so many sort of operational requirements that you got to get open. There's less ADA accessibility requirements as well. However, with assisted living, you're going to make between 30 to 50K, and then sober living, you're going to make between 8K to 15K. Okay. And so for group homes for the intellectually developed and disabled, the reason why this is less, oftentimes you need smaller homes. With seniors, you're getting between, oftentimes 6 to, 10, 12, 15 residents. With group homes, it's 4 to 6 residents. Smaller homes, and then you're not really modding them out because oftentimes they don't have ADA accessibility requirements. And then you're going to make more money. 40 to 60K is oftentimes what people are making in a state-funded group home. Okay. Regulatory compliance is high, guys. You don't got to worry about that. We worry about that for you. Day program, very easy to start with very little money down. If you got 10 to 20K, you can easily get one step and going. And the monthly revenue that you can make with just one car is 15K. However, you can scale that up to 50K a month or more. And then home care, these sort of home care agencies, again, very easy to start. You're more so just like a staffing agency, and then the monthly revenue potential is going to be between $10,000 and $40,000. Okay. Great. So getting started, first steps, choose your care model, research local regulations, which we will do for you, develop your business plans, secure additional funding. Let's get licensed. Location selection, staff recruitment, marketing strategy, quality standards. Cool, guys. So let's go ahead and, just stop sharing the screen. Okay. So let's just talk me and you. So you might be thinking that the opportunity and financial potential looks great, but the care industry sounds overwhelming. The truth is that the industry is wide open for entrepreneurs to get started. ALF launch, we're going to walk you through. So if you're serious about starting, I'm going to help you skip the guesswork, launch with confidence. The care agency is transforming, and the biggest wins will go to those who start with the opportunity right now. So if you are ready to dive deeper and see exactly how to start your own assisted living facility step by step, I've got you covered. I put together a full breakdown in my next video where I walk you through everything from choosing population to getting licensed to attracting your first residents. Click here to watch that video now, and let's get you one step closer to building your own care agency. I'll see you guys in the next video.